So, I live with my best friend Mark, a guy who thinks roommate agreements should come with legal counsel and a notary. Last week, he came home from Costco with enough groceries to survive a mild apocalypse, and, in a move that Martha Stewart would call aggressively organized, started labeling every single item in the fridge. Not just with his name, mind you, but with notes like "eat this and regret will follow." Property of Mark, touch and you owe me $3, and my personal favorite, this yogurt knows what you did last night. Mildly annoyed but mostly amused, I decided to fight passive aggression with passive philosophy. The next day, I labeled my leftovers with questions like, is this lasagna truly mine, or do we all merely borrow food from the universe? And when you eat my pudding, do you also consume my trust? Mark looked at me like I'd replaced his oat milk with existential dread. He started avoiding my food, but also began writing even more elaborate warnings on his own stuff, like caution, contains the broken dreams of the last person WHO stole my rice. Our fridge was starting to look less like a place for food and more like a place for a very passive-aggressive philosophy seminar. Things escalated until one night, while I was binging a documentary about competitive stamp collecting, don't judge, Mark burst into the living room clutching an empty sandwich bag labeled Schrodinger's sandwich, both mine and not mine until observed. With a look of panic and confusion, he said, I ate your sandwich, and now I'm not sure if I'm hungry or full. I feel both, and yet neither. I tried to explain the joke, but he was already spiraling, muttering about collapsing wave functions and whether or not the turkey was aware of its own existence. Now, every time he opens the fridge, he wears sunglasses and claims he's observing the quantum state of his leftovers. Yesterday, he told me he won't eat anything unless it's labeled definitely edible in this universe. I guess you could say in our apartment, lunch isn't just a meal, it's a matter of perspective.